KC's Audio Vault.
Liam Gallagher of Oasis.
September 1st, 2008. You see you checking your phone? What are you keeping up to date with?
There's stuff going on in the Football League back at our place. Today's the last day you're allowed to sign players for the season. And our football club, Man City, who have been one of the poorest clubs in England for decades, have just been bought out by a Saudi prince, and we've just overnight become one of the richest football clubs in the world, and they're just buying players for fun. They've just bought the most sought-after player in the world today for a British record fee. It's like f***ing madness.
How do you feel about that?
I'm going to get so f***ing drunk tonight, it's unbelievable.
Well, I want to ask you a little bit about the record. Are you still the chief in the band? Are you still the boss?
No. That's kind of a tongue-in-cheek title anyway. I'm sure they call me f***ing worse behind my back. But it's kind of, since Andy and Gem joined, it's been more of a kind of a democracy. We look at it like this. It's like the United Nations, but I'm America.
You count more.
Do you know what I mean? I've got all the bombs.
Letting them write more songs these days?
It's not a case of letting. Everybody writes, whatever they want, and whenever they want. Whoever is producing the records picks what songs we do. I mean, I guess I get the final say, but it's not a case of letting them write songs. I told them before they joined the band that they would be required to submit material because it gets a bit too much, writing album after album after album, and I think it gets a bit boring for the fans, I think. Do
they take your criticism well?
I don't criticise them. They send me demos of tunes, and then I say I don't say, well, that one's shit or that's shit. I just say, if there's two on it that I like, then I say, I really like those. If there's none on it that I like, then I kind of pretend I never got it.
Have you changed the way you and your brother connect? How you talk to each other, or is it to come to blows still these days?
No, we don't connect. It's difficult to explain. Do you have a brother?
Yes.
Then I don't need to explain it to you. So it's not a big deal for me and Liam. It's a big deal for everybody else, I think. But it's all right. We get on. We've been in a band together now for what, 15 years. We're not split up yet. We've done 10 world tours. So it's not a big deal.
Did you ever consider a band psychologist? Do you believe things like that are important? You got Metallica did that how many years ago?
I do like that film. I like the fact that they had a band psychologist. It's kind of befitting of that lot. But no, it's not. We don't. It's never got that bad with us. Do you know what I mean? It's never. We're not pretentious in that way. We don't sit around and have band meetings or anything like that. Things just happen for us. It's just the way it is, I'm afraid.
You've said in the past that you're an atheist, and from what I understand, there's a few songs on the new album that's like religious references.
Yeah, biblical references. Yeah. I don't see the hand of God anywhere, but I do like the imagery. Mm-hmm. Fellas in beards and girls with wings. It's fucking great, isn't it? Horses on clouds, big bags of fish, big bottles of wine. What's not to like? It's a good story, isn't it?
Do you thank God that you got the best soccer player now?
No, we thank the Arabs.
How do you enjoy life on the road? It's been a long time. Is it still just as fun?
Well, I'm in when the tour starts. I've done enough of them now to realise that it kind of works like this. Maybe the first 2 or 3 months are great because it's new and you've not done it for a few years and it's all great. And then the last couple of months are great because you're coming to the end of it and you're kind of organising your time off and what you're going to do and all that, how you're going to spend your money and all that kind of shit. And then there's the bit in the middle which is a bit of a grind, So at the moment we're in the first bit, which is all great. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying being on the bus and stopping at crazy truck stops and all that kind of shit. I like all that.
What do you do on the bus? You got crossword puzzles or thumb wrestling?
No. We watch. I'm not a great watcher of DVDs or anything. We listen to music and drink and talk a lot of nonsense.
What do you like about the truck stops?
Well, particularly, you only kind of do this kind of thing in America is, get on the bus for any length of time and stop at crazy truck stops. But I think it's the only way to see the place that you're in, is to stop and get out and have breakfast with fucking people that could be either serial killers or preachers. I like all that, you know what I mean? I don't like being stuck on aeroplanes, and every airport's the fucking same and all that shit. But we stop at truck stops not for the food, let's put it that way. You know, it's for the experience.
What do you listen to on the bus? Do you have an iPod, or do you have...
We've got an iPod.
Do you like the way the relationship with music has changed with the iPod? And because even the production in music changes because all the sound is compressed into an MP3. Is that something that bugs you?
I don't really get into the science of that. I think the iPod has been great for me because I can, instead of bringing a duffel bag with about 600 CDs on the road, I bring something that's that big and it's got 3,000 CDs in it. So that's it. But I don't own a computer. I don't download it. I get Gem to do it all for me. I give him a big stack of CDs before the tour and say put all them in that little black thing and make sound come out of it. And he does that. I think for that it's been great. But you know, the technology that's around at the minute with iPods and the digital thing, that's just a sign of the times. You know what I mean? We can't always walk around with record players under our arms playing 7 inches, can we?
You seem to have an affinity to retro. You don't...
Yeah, but I'm not into the I mean, you know, I'm not into the science of sound either. If I put on a CD and somebody says, "Oh yeah, well, wait till you get it on vinyl," I'm like, "Come on, man, it sounds the fucking same." I say, "No, but it's better on vinyl." It sounds the same. I don't give a shit what anybody says. It doesn't sound any better. It doesn't sound any different. It sounds the same. You know. So when I'm listening to my little iPod, you know, in my hotel room, I'm not sitting down going, "Oh, well, it sounds digital." When I'm listening to a song, my mind is elsewhere. When I'm listening to Waterloo Sunset by the Kinks, I'm not listening to it. I'm imagining what he was singing about, you know. So all that bullshit, dissecting music down to the nth degree, I don't go in for all that. I'm not into all that.
If you're setting up, like, sequencing an album, you don't think of it as an album. You think of it as a CD, just like 12 tracks or how many?
No. That's different, isn't it? I'm talking about the science of sound here. I mean, but sequencing albums is really important. You know, some of the greatest albums of all time were badly sequenced, you know, in my opinion. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's presentation, isn't it? That's not like the science of of the sound.
You mentioned the Kinks. Have you had a chance to meet like Ray Davies, any of your huge heroes?
Yeah, I met all my heroes apart from the ones that are dead, obviously. But yeah, I've met Ray Davies. Yeah, a couple of occasions. He's very tall. He's taller than me, anyway.
Was there anyone that stands out that you're, holy crap, I can't believe I'm shaking Ray's hand?
Neil Young, I think, because he's a proper living legend. You know, He was there. He was at Woodstock, and I mean, I'm a massive fan, but I'm not like a geeky fan. Do you know what I mean? When we played with him and met him, I think, you know, I don't talk about his music. You know, I just talk about what was going on that day. I don't get pictures with people. I'm not into autographs and all that bollocks. You know what I mean? Because they're just fellas like we are. You know what I mean? But Neil is I love him. Every time he comes to England, we always make a point of going to see him. You know, he's great.
Well, this is the first time, I guess, Oasis has played Winnipeg. It's hometown of Neil Young too.
It's only the second time anyone's ever played it, isn't it?
I think you made that comment in Edmonton yesterday or the other day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that the entire population of Edmonton wasn't there. What else is there to do there? There's a shopping mall there with a lake in it. Which really puts paid to I was walking around it and there's like a lake in it with a half-sunken Spanish Armada ship, and I was thinking, this really does put paid to the saying "only in America," because evidently it's in Canada as well.
Well, we got a lot of space, so the people are spread out. We got lots of people.
Absolutely, man. It's being on the bus and travelling kind of overnight to places is great. Just the vastness and the kind of nothingness, I think, is quite stunning. Beautiful.
We started talking about being in the public eye. Do you feel comfortable now at this stage? Or do you ever feel like, I don't want to do an interview today, I don't want to talk on the...
No, if I wasn't comfortable now after all these years, I'd be pretty f***ed up, wouldn't it? I like it. You know, I like... What if I wasn't doing an interview, what else would I be doing? Doing heroin? Fucking prostitute? Actually, I'd rather be doing that. Honestly. No.
Now you're looking into the distance.
You know, I don't mind. I don't mind doing interviews. I don't mind being in the public eye. I could think of worse things to do with my time. You know, like sit on the bus and play video games.
Who's on the bus playing video games right now?
Fucking no one. They get fired if they do that. We're not allow video games. No. No. It's just, what is all that shit? I don't understand it. You know, having a laser fight with a fucking goblin that's fucking a dinosaur up the arse. What's all that about?
I was on the internet, and I guess someone had started a petition trying to get Bono from U2 out of the public eye. So if they had like 1 million people sign it, they'll send it to him, because they found him pompous. And
well, he's a good soul though. He's probably one of the only rock stars who means it. Do you know what I mean? When you see him on the telly, he's going on about poverty and all that. He means it. He's not doing it for anything other than the right reasons, which you can't say that about a great deal of people of his stature, I would have thought. He's a good lad, I've always found.
do you think you're still going to be making music with your brother and the gang and into your 60s? I'm just thinking, like, hey, there's a new AC/DC album that's on the way, and they're still churning them out.
Well, unless anybody comes up with a better idea for what I could do, start a petition on that. No silly no silly things like become an astronaut or a priest or anything like that. But I wouldn't know what else to do. You know, it's like I've been touring with bands since before I was in Oasis. So I've been doing this for like 20 odd years. You know what I mean? And as long as I still enjoy it, as long as I still feel that I'm good at it, I guess I'll do it, you know. But yeah, I don't see an end to it.
Do you ever want to be a teacher, like musical theory, anything like that?
I've never had a music lesson in my life, so how I would teach somebody else, it would be a very brief lesson. You know, learn it your fucking self like I did. Nobody taught me. I think if you get taught music, you're playing what somebody else has taught you, and then what somebody else has taught them. Whatever I learn or whatever comes out of that guitar comes from the depths of my soul. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't have a teacher. You know, I just picked it up and I persevered at it for all those years, and then the beauty of that is I'm still kind of learning. I still learn new things once in a while.
I think my time's probably up. Thanks.
Thank you.
Would you mind doing like a station liner at all?
Yeah, I'll do one.
Yeah. It's you're listening to.
My memory's not that bad.
Yeah.
Just yet. Come on. I'm only 40. I'm not not Keith Richards.
Listening to Casey on Winnipeg's Best Rock, Power 97.
All right. Okay.
You can call me a wanker.
What is it again? Sorry.
Listening to Casey on Winnipeg's Best Rock, Power.
Casey on Winnipeg's Best Rock. I'll do that, right? Yeah.
Power 97.
Power 97. Hello there. This is the bass player from Coldplay, and you're listening to Casey on Winnipeg's Best Rock station. It's fucking amazing. Apparently, Motley Crue coming right up.
Can you say Power 97?
On Power 97.
All the interviews you want on iTunes and at power97.com. Casey's Audio Vault.
Casey Norman is Power 97's music director and can be heard every weekday from 2 till 6 in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Power 97 is Winnipeg's Best Rock.